Qualantine for y'all. The Qualantine episodes. We're getting them out. Sorry about the delay on everything. Last week I was eaten up with poison ivy because I am fucking horribly allergic to it. You can't see much of it now, but I had to go get a steroid shot, get on some fucking roids because it hates me. Fucking, it is awful. My thing is I don't want it to spread.
Right.
Like, if you've ever had poison ivy on your asshole and your dick, game is over.
Can't say that I
Did
have.
you have poison ivy on your asshole? Or your dick?
No, it didn't. It got right to my belly button, and I'm like, fuck you,
Stop.
bitch, no. And then I walked in the doctor's office. I took one for the team, went to the, and went into that fucking quarantined hell. All these people look at me, and I'm sick and tired of the looks. The fucking looks. People are like, I had one lady.
What symptoms do you have? Are you coughing? No, but I got this rash.
I got a rash everywhere. The part that gets me is like I was in Walmart, I think Wednesday or Thursday, because I've been desperately trying to find some fucking equipment to work out with, dumbbells or something.
Good luck.
I found 40 pounds
Was
to play
Academy
with.
still open? Because that's where I got my
They
stuff.
are.
Academy is fucking sold out of shit everything.
You know
yeah.
a place you... No, I got there
I
open.
went in and I had to... I was looking for some plates, some 45-pound plates, and they were out. And they're like, well, we're getting the shipment in tomorrow. I came in the next day when they had just gotten their shipment, and I got the last
I was trying to get a
plates.
bench, and they hadn't had one for weeks because I'm missing my bench. So
I have a small bench, but the problem is I got the other day I stacked like I think 235 on it just to play and have fun, and it's almost too much for the little bar to hold me up.
Yeah.
So as much as I would love to die in my shop,
Yeah.
but no, this lady.
you want to take my GoPro so you can start setting that up while you do that, just in case there is a horrific accident. I get the footage.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Now it's My Man Cave, my podcast.
My podcast, My Man Cave, and here's how I'm getting 1 million hits. Watch Glenn die. Everybody,
Yeah,
watch
this is the
it.
part where he
Watch
starts
it.
gurgling on his tongue. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, watch. Look, that's where he's. Watch. That's the last kick right there.
That's how bad we want it to go.
Nothing but laughing emojis.
Solid. Just
Bunch of
thumbs up.
Bunch of thumbs up.
Best
yeah.
episode ever.
You get one.
Did you see that? Wait, did you see the live feed or whatever it was, the Comedy Store, where Joey Diaz showed his fucking nuts?
Yes, I did.
How he's like, these are the nuts. These are the motherfucking nuts I wanted to see. Like, it was so
did watch
fucking.
that.
God, the dude is.
Those shows are terrible.
Yes.
Those shows are bad. I have a hard time watching them.
Comedy. Okay, so first of all, anybody that's watching live streamed comedy, you have to understand. I give them credit for trying. I did it the other day.
100%.
It is so
What'd you
fucking
think
hard.
about it?
I did
Seriously.
as a performer. It felt good to be back on a stage.
And I guess you're used to the whole dead silence whenever you tell jokes too.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I have a role model, and his name is Tyler Blanchard.
Ooh.
And
Why is he getting drug into our fight?
Right?
What's with the drive-by on Tyler, man?
because Tyler's done more comedy in the last 6 months than you've done in the last year. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
No, it's not true. No, it was a joke, guys. Calm down.
Bad one, but you know,
Yeah,
there
well,
goes Glenn,
there
goes
goes
Glenn
Glenn.
in his comedy.
No, it felt.
Wish I had a rim shot,
The thing was, is I
We don't-
found
no, let's not.
I wanted to do.
not job, shot.
No, I heard what you said.
I wanted to try something different, so I was interacting with the people that were watching it before the live feed. It's really hard to do anything without knowing what the fuck how you're affecting them, and you're just
Right,
kind of going
Well,
at it.
and you're pretty much, or you're pretty good at crowd work, and that's
That's
gotta
my
be,
thing.
Yeah, that's kind of be hard
I
when there's no
didn't-
crowd.
I didn't get to watch all of it. I got to watch some of it in the moment, and then I ended up watching it the next day.
You know, I did. I tried to start watching it, but I was out on the rig at the time, and the internet's so slow out there. Yeah, I got like 5 minutes into David's set, and
Well, they were having an issue at Fairfield where it was glitching. It glitched through a few.
it wasn't
Pu-
that because this was like way afterwards.
No, I watched it just the other
is it
day.
still doing it? Okay.
No, it glitched through the recording or the streaming of it. I mean, there were some where the punchline just doesn't ever exist
Oh.
because, and I mean, I don't mind doing it. The thing that got me crowd work is a big fucking thing. But at the same time, so the thing that got me the most was everybody was like, Glenn, how do you feel about it? And I was like, and I got a lot of positive feedback. They were glad I did it.
Yeah.
They were glad to see somebody trying to do something, but then everybody's like, well, you look uncomfortable. Well, yeah, this isn't my fucking wheelhouse. I don't.
Drunk, actually.
Well, not to, but I thought David was pretty good the few minutes I saw.
So, about
did
the
it all
drunk, I will address that.
Excuse me.
I only had 4 beers and a shot
on
of...
stage.
No,
But
no.
beforehand.
No,
Oh, shit,
seriously.
I thought I turned that off.
No, seriously, that was what it was, but I hadn't eaten all day. I didn't realize I got super excited about the show and just... and they were 16-ounce beers, and I had a blast. But I wasn't shit-faced, but I did get a little snookered.
Mhm.
And then I decided that instead of getting a DWI or anything like that, I was asleep in my truck and got
Yeah.
woke up by a police officer at
Wow.
12:30 in the morning.
Well, I mean, I've been there, but I've also been in the back of a police car in handcuffs, so you made the right choice.
Yeah, no, my little adopted son came and got me, and I made sure I just left my shit there. And a shout out to Clint, because Clint came back up there because I left my keys inside of the fucking
Yeah.
studio. And
Thanks, Clint.
yeah, it was a little embarrassing because
good guy.
cause normally, I mean,
Did you know that Clint was in the Air Force and he and I used to do the same job?
yes.
Yeah.
Did not know. What job did you do?
I was an air traffic controller.
Oh, that's right. We've
Yeah.
talked about that, yeah. Have I met Clint?
Except he was an officer.
Yes, you have at Bears.
Okay.
He's the big tall dude. He's got kind of long hair too.
Yeah, if you saw
If
him,
I
you'd
saw
know
him, I
him.
know him, yeah.
I think he's under Clint McCommon or something like that is his name on Facebook.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it was a shout out to them. They were really awesome. I love the fact that they're doing live stuff. The only problem with comedy is that it's not very cohesive by
Yeah.
itself.
No, that's why we're trying. Are we still doing that Zoom thing? Or is that?
Yeah, we're gonna do. I don't know. Are you in on it?
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing else about it.
Well, I figured you guys were gonna do it while I was gone.
Well, the thing about that is that's my bad. I dropped the ball. I can be honest. I've been going through a lot of shit. And my mind's just not been in in the
That's
game.
understandable.
I'm getting better, clearing up, feeling better.
Yeah.
Learning how to
Takes time.
socialize verbally with people. I'm not really good at texting and shit like that. So this has been really difficult because I'm more of a
In
I-
person.
yeah. I hate talking on the phone though too.
Yeah,
So,
it has been rough for me in the same way. It's like, you know.
I mean, you can ask him. I probably text him and 2 other people more than I text any other human being.
Yeah.
And I have a very slim set of people that I actually care to speak to. And it's more along the lines of I know it's going to sound really shitty, but if they don't engage and they don't seem fucking interested, like you text them and they're like, nah, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, and I guess that's as far as
Explains our conversations.
Yeah, well, I know how busy you are. And the questions that I have to ask you are never anything that I can just text out and understand. I do need to get more on board with this. We've still been getting views, racking them up on fucking YouTube. A lot of comments out there.
I haven't seen them. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, like I said, you've been busy. I've been busy.
I don't look at comments either. I
I know,
typically don't.
yeah, you don't.
So.
But I mean, I think it's
Full
gonna.
disclosure.
I think it's gonna be good. We just need to get back on track with kicking ass. It's been, God, it's been fucking difficult. But
Well-
somebody told me the other day that the thing they noticed about the live stream, yes, that I was intoxicated, but they also noticed that I was speaking very fast.
Uh-huh.
Well, you don't know how to slow it down
Yeah.
when you don't know how it hit.
Right. Well, actually, and that's what I was saying, because I watched David Allen's set for a few minutes before I just gave up because the internet was so slow out there.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I think it almost helped his, because sometimes I think the laughs actually ruin his rhythm.
Yeah.
You know, because he just wants to keep going. Like, you know, if you ever listen to David Allen talk, it's just like,
Well, watching y'all's, like, I've watched quite a few of them at this point in time.
Your thoughts? 6 of 10, right?
What?
6 out of 10. You'll give me a rating.
No, I'm not going to rate it. That's not appropriate for me to do. But
As a viewer,
what I would say is that, because I've seen a few of them that I have not been impressed by, because it's that you're missing
something.
what you have to have, which
Yeah.
is the
people.
laugh, the laugh and the energy and the vibe and all of it. You're missing it. So that's why I'm watching it. I'm wondering if instead of doing bits, would it work better as a story?
well, storytelling would definitely work better.
That's what, and you instead of telling your bits, tell them as a story.
I guess, but you know, that's what we were talking about. You know, Glenn's not really a storyteller style.
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
I am
Maybe
a storyteller though.
maybe that
Well,
would
but you
help
do
more
crowd work
if
a lot.
you
Yeah, but-
translated it into a
I'm
story.
not saying you can't do it. I'm
No,
just
no, no.
saying it's not.
No, I mean I tell stories.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
He's getting
but
sensitive. Watch out.
I
no,
know.
no. I'm saying I tell stories all the fucking time to people,
Tall
but
tales.
I don't bring it. I very seldom bring it on stage.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like
Fuel
it's
for
like,
thought.
we hung out and I told you a story and I was like, I know, but it's okay.
That's not.
Remember
what I
we
was
talked that once? I told you about when I slept in my car?
It's literally 5 seconds ago.
Well, I have a nice addition, which I think we've talked about. I don't know if we have or not. But you know I've got a very, very cool addition outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
The smoker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you showed me.
So
we talked about it the last
Y'all
time.
had the brisket, right? That's right.
Yeah.
I gave y'all some brisket. You said it was all right.
No, it was delicious.
Okay,
that,
thank you.
That fucker didn't even make it that night. Like, we ate the entire... Everything you sent home was fucking gone.
Fucking A, rock and roll. Well, okay, so I've done chicken wings,
Yeah?
bomb. Bacon, bomb. Steaks, not so much. I prefer steaks the way I do them on the grill, on the gas. I did a prime rib. And look at that note over there.
Was a bust.
It was bad. I over-seasoned the fuck out of it. Way too
That might not be the
salty.
smoker's fault.
It was my fault, 100%. But I mean, it's all in what I'm doing, you
Yeah.
know. So,
Can I be honest that I hate prime rib?
well, hey, it's just steak is all it is.
Yeah.
Just
No.
sandwiched together.
I don't know what it was, but when I went on something and they were like, "Oh, you gotta have this prime rib," and I had it, and it was fucking terrible.
I like prime rib, especially if you got a good, you know,
I think it-
jus to dip it in or whatever.
Yeah, like I mean,
Mhm.
granted, I would if you told me, Glenn, I'm gonna because I'm gonna make prime rib, I'd be fine because you're a good cook.
No, not with the prime rib. You'd have been like, "Oh fuck, Johnny, what the fuck
Johnny's
happened?"
lost his shit.
So, but sorry to cut you, but I did chicken wings again, and they were fire. And then I did.
Now, why don't you have these here?
You want some salmon? Unless my daughter's eating it all.
No, I
I've
mean,
got
I'm
some
just
fucking
saying. You
smoked
talked about
salmon.
wings. I can fuck
Oh,
some
we
wings
fucked
up.
them wings up
Was
already.
that your kids that was playing outside when I?
No, he
Yeah.
just keeps kids
no,
in the
it's just-
yard.
yeah, the ones I
fuck
picked
is
up
wrong
this
with
week.
you?
neighborhood kids,
No,
not always in
front,
their yard.
front or back?
Yeah, normally.
front.
Was it a little blonde-headed girl?
I think so. I mean, it had to have been because like, there's no mistaking this is your
Yes.
kid.
It was there
She
one that
looks
looked just
just
like?
like
Was it
you.
just a little girl? She riding a scooter?
Yes.
Yeah, but there's a little boy with her too.
Yeah.
Little guy
Yeah,
wearing Spider-Man?
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guys.
Yeah.
That's my guy and gal. That's
My-
sister and donut. That's
Gotcha.
my little two. And then there's another one that looks exactly like me, but that tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly like me.
No,
It's
without a
fucking-
beard.
It's
Without a
nuts.
beard.
It is
It is
insane. That is
fucking
my
ridiculous.
dude. We wonder who the mom is how much they look like me. And what's fucked up is if you look at my kids, all three of my kids versus me, my wife, or my sister-in-law, you can't tell us apart. The only way you can tell it's me, my wife, or my sister-in-law is because of the furniture that's in the background. Because we were all born in the 80s.
Yeah.
But when it
Are you talking
comes
about like the kids'
baby
children's photos,
baby
Yeah.
pictures, you cannot. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah. See, my brother was like that with my dad. I look nothing like my dad.
Yep.
I definitely took after my mom, but
I took after my mother as well.
I only know one side of the story. So we're gonna
But
go with the
if
one I
there's
know.
any salmon, if there's any salmon left in there, y'all are welcome to have a bite. It was fucking fantastic. But one of the things I do want to start doing is either add it to this one,
Yeah.
or we need to do another one where we grill something and we fucking eat it.
Oh no, we should do that on this one.
Well, the reason why I said either
That should
this,
happen. Like
either
why?
this one or another one, what I'd like to do is I'd like to video, like, this is what we're cooking. This is how I did it,
Yeah.
blah, 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 and then we eat it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it'd be something we'd have to chop together, but
Oh yeah. No, I think that we should.
I don't know.
definitely-
I don't know
you
if
want me
it,
to come talk to you and you're gonna feed me?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We take care of you here.
So,
at
and
my
what
podcast is man.
the I guess the weird side of it, if I did a different podcast with it, like all new together, what I would do is try to guess what the person would want to eat. So Tyler's my
You
guess.
should do that for this show.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. This is what the catch is. So like Tyler's our guest. What do I think Tyler
That's a
would
meat
like?
and potatoes motherfucker if I've ever
No,
seen
man,
one.
because he's fucking super healthy. Meat and potatoes, I think he'd have a
Oh,
little
that's-
more belly on him. So
that's
what
not-
I would do is like a steak and some asparagus is what I'd think.
That's what I
mean,
would
that is
eat.
good, yeah. But I eat anything because I'm not as healthy as you think.
He just looks that way.
Just works out.
Yeah,
Makes up
basically.
for it.
I work out so
But
that
he
I
puts
can
in
eat
the
whatever I
effort.
want.
There it is. He puts in the effort. So, but I'm telling you, that salmon,
Yeah.
I don't like salmon. I don't.
No?
It's too fishy of a fish for me. But the way I did it and brined it overnight, so I brined it for 12 hours in salt and brown sugar and a little bit of pepper, and then I put it on a rack in the refrigerator for 12 hours, and then I smoked it for like 4.5. And man, it had a nice like crust on the outside of it, like a nice little bite on the outside of it, and then the flaky fish on the inside. That shit was fucking good, and it was not fishy at all, which I can't stand a fishy fish. I know that sounds weird, but can't stand a fishy fish.
Last night I made bacon wrapped. I butterflied some chicken breasts, stuffed them with 3 different types of cheese, wrapped them in bacon, and then cooked them over the charcoal.
Hell yeah.
That shit was. Oh, it was good.
Well, see, we had pork ribs the other night, and my wife makes fucking pork ribs in the pressure cooker.
Oh yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. It takes 40 minutes, and they're fire. So, but my mom.
Tyler's gonna be starving by the time we leave.
My
I'm gonna eat
mom's
this whole
got,
bag of pretzels.
My mom's got 2 racks of pork ribs she wants me to smoke, so I'm gonna smoke some ribs this week.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah,
I have faith in you.
Yeah, I mean, it's trial and error. Like I don't think I'll do steaks. I don't think I'll do steaks on the grill again, on the smoker again, unless I do it and then reverse sear it in like a pan or something. But bacon, every time. That thick cut bacon, man, it explodes in your face. It's not too crisp. It's fucking fantastic when you slow and low it like that.
You know what the best bacon I've ever had made is when they make it like it just in the fucking oven. You just put it.
That's basically what this
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
No, that's it. I mean, that shit comes out crispy. It doesn't come out shrank up and all that other bullshit. Ugh. This social distance killing me though. I'm serious. And the reason I say it is because I'm a social butterfly.
You know,
that's
I need
the
to
part that's
measure
good.
this table, but by sheer coincidence, I may have nailed the social distancing. Because I know
Not-
the people on
not
camera
here.
can't see the. Well, I mean, if he moved all the way down, but they can't see
Do
the
not
real
move
estate
all the
here,
way
but
down.
Reach your hand out. Like, you can't even see his hand on camera. So yeah, no, this fucking table's massive. Added some decoration to the end.
Yeah, you did.
What you think?
See that? I like it. Glad to see that we got him back on, you know.
Prospect is where I grew up.
Oh, really?
I wish I had the 700 block sign. Everybody that knows me knows the significance of that. That's where we grew up, 715 Prospect. What's going on that camera?
Oh, nothing.
But nah, a buddy of mine had that old sign, and I got a hold of it, and the only way I'll ever let it go is for a 700 block.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I love that sign. That and Danny Glover,
Danny.
my guy. DG, what's up, baby?
But no, I'm like the racing shut down.
Oh, that's right. Back
Every-
onto you.
Yeah, no, I was talking about why this. This is why we went to video.
Oh, that's right, because you wanted to talk.
Yeah,
more.
that's right.
That's
I
right.
wanted
It's
to-
your podcast,
it-
My Man Cave. Go, please.
I'm
please.
sorry. You know
No,
what?
that's-
I don't
that's
mean to
on
step
me.
on toes.
That is on me.
You know, but it
I
happens.
should have known. I should have known. That's my bad. Okay, so anyway.
Fucking dick
So
measure.
how do you
again.
feel about the social distancing?
No, it's more
I
along.
don't think he likes it.
I think it. No, I'm saying it's everything shut down. I don't like the way people are acting.
Yeah.
That's the part that gets me.
Then you're not social distancing properly if you know how people are acting.
Fuck, you go into Walmart and they act like it's the fucking end of the world.
I haven't seen none of that.
I
gone,
mean, I'm just
I've
talking about
gone
look at the way
Albertsons,
people are
Lowe's.
looking at people.
No, man, I don't wear a mask.
The thing that gets me is everybody's sending all these pictures of, oh, look how clean the environment is. Yeah, nobody's going nowhere.
Yeah.
No shit. Put 2 and 2 together.
Earth is healing.
Have you heard that all of this is a cover-up because there's a comet about to strike Earth?
Yeah, I've
I did
heard
read
that.
And did you see that there's a comet? You can actually see it. I was trying to look for it last night, but it's too cloudy. But I know where it's at now, and I know where to look for it.
My,
It's a comet. I just want to see the fucking comet.
no, my
It might
point.
be all over soon, Glenn. So
Oh, well,
Dude.
if this is what they did right before we fucking die, you can kiss my ass.
yeah.
That is fucking bullshit.
Well, I mean, it is a good
According
way
to the conspiracy theories, it's so that everyone spends time at home with their loved ones.
the conspiracy things that I were reading is so that way nobody's out and about, and it's less exposure, less risk of people being out on vacation in one spot. Like nobody's going to be out on the beaches, so that way if this thing does hit, blah blah blah. What's really cool is I
See,
watched.
the one I read was it was going to be total annihilation no matter what.
I didn't read anything about total annihilation, to be honest with you, but I also didn't. I guess I didn't honestly read anything about actual impact. I was just reading about.
That would explain why the
was reading about
government
the
was so
actual
okay to give
comment
money
itself.
away.
Right?
Yeah,
We're
no
not
shit.
gonna have to worry about it.
Hey,
in a couple
but
months.
look, I'm gonna tell you
Well,
what.
we're
I'm
not
about
gonna we don't have to worry about this shit.
to max out on my credit cards on some fucking cool shit. You have a couple more smokers.
I just thought the apocalypse would be a lot more entertaining.
Well,
Mad Max was full of shit.
but
Yeah.
I hadn't heard. I
It
hadn't
was
heard that
boring as
that
shit.
conspiracy until last night. Last night was the first I heard that.
I don't know if I'd say it's conspiracy, but I think that there's a few things that I've seen with the environment. There's a few things I've seen with people in general. I wouldn't say as much conspiracy as much as I believe that maybe we weren't moving fast enough to clean up the environment. Maybe we weren't moving fast enough to get us to the point where we start doing more on-the-go, you know what I'm saying, delivery services and shit like that. What I'm saying is to where we don't. I think it's more like, because now, think about it. What's not hurting right now? Social media is fucking on fire.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is there are things that are not impacted by this, and one of those things are things that keep us at the fucking house. I don't like that. I don't get into the whole they're trying to control us bullshit. I think that, unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of states that once they decided to lift this fucking shit, I think Louisiana's about to go fucking nuts.
Well, I mean, clearly people are fucked up because, I mean, you're wearing a tank top and he's wearing sleeves. I don't get it.
Well, I feel sexy. It's been a while. I feel good about myself lately. Been working out in my fucking gym at my house. I call it my gym. Thinking about getting rid of my gym membership.
Me
Because-
too, man.
Well, I told you it was time to go to a different gym.
Well, no,
I've
I
worn
think
mine
that
out.
I've gotten more results at the house in
Mhm.
the last 4 weeks than I have at the fucking gym thinking I was doing shit.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
what were you doing at the gym? Just run on treadmill or?
Fuck no. That's the only thing I haven't done more is the cardio.
Yeah.
So the last
That's where
time,
those kettlebells come in.
yeah, the last, what was it? The last time I raced, it was the last one right before they shut us all down. I got out of the car and I slipped coming out of the car and my hip popped. And from racing, I've been racing for almost 20 years, and I have like bad cartilage in my hips and shit. And I was walking on the track, going every fucking day, and I was in such fucking pain that I decided, I'm gonna lower it down. So instead of 5 to 6 miles a day, maybe just 3.
Yeah.
And I was really excited because y'all might not know this. I sent Tyler a picture showing him my progress from where I'm at. But there was a side view. So excited. I know this is going to sound stupid. My belly's starting to droop. It's starting to fall down and not poke out, which is cool.
I mean, I can see that progress. Yeah.
What do you mean starting? What do you mean?
Where it's the body fat's being absorbed or shrinking, and it's just what skin's left over.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Yeah. So I've lost. I went through a depressed state. Real fucked up.
Utah, been there.
Yeah, Utah. It was real fucking Delaware.
It's right after Dallas.
It's right after Dallas. And anyway, I'd gained.
Which way do y'all drive?
Jesus Christ. It's the only way is you got to go through Delaware and Dallas to get to Utah. Now, it's the new way. 'Cause
Okay.
you,
All
actually-
right.
And, you know.
I mean, I ordered an atlas the other day just in case the GPSs go down.
the thing is that I could easily right now drive all the way to California and remember exactly how to get there because I've done it once.
Yeah.
I'm one of those
Don't you
people
just
that.
take 20 all the
Yeah,
way?
you just get on the interstate and go east.
Well, yeah, no,
or
but
west. Excuse me.
Okay.
Sorry.
But you have to make it.
Geography's
You
hard.
have to make a
Sorry.
decision
That's
on
why I
whether or
ordered the
not
map.
you're going to go through Juarez or like, because you can go the extreme southern way. Somebody walking their dog, but no, I mean I don't know. I'm just sick of. I'm bored.
It is. Well, it's yeah.
That's
it's, Yeah, we're all bored. But
And it's
and it is tough, for someone who wants to be social, especially you know,
me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, was going out and about part of your daily life
It
routine? I
wasn't-
know for you,
Yeah.
it seemed to have been.
Yeah,
but
it was
for
for
you,
me.
was
and
it?
well, and
No,
I
it was.
Well, but I was like, hey, let's start going out some more, and then
Yeah.
all this shit happened, and
Yeah, because Tyler was trying to get me out of the fucking house.
yeah, and I mean, well, we did that one time, but
We
then,
did once.
but then couldn't do it again.
And then we get shut down. But I mean, Tyler's come over to the house, and we've practiced social distancing, and burned a fire and shit like that.
Yeah.
And
And it's do you know how hard it is to pick up women from your couch? Like,
That is a truth.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, you know, you don't meet too many girls just sitting at home.
no, you're right.
And like if you meet me, like say I was back in that pool, I'm terrible. Like I'm
And that's the
terrible
thing.
to
Like,
text to.
what are you supposed to? I guess you know,
You can't fucking understand me.
like I've never used Tinder before, but this quarantine's got me swiping. Like, like that's, you know.
A friend of mine told me to look at Tinder the other day, and you couldn't add up fucking 8 of them bitches together and make a fucking 5.
Yeah.
Was it that bad?
It was fucking
it's
terrible.
Yeah,
It's just
I have been out of the dating world
and like
for
it's not like it's
a
like
long time.
it's like this. Okay, so this is the girl. See that on the screen there? And she's like, I got 12 babies and 4 daddies, and she's like, hit me up.
Yeah.
Swipe.
HMU, right?
If you don't like kids, swipe left.
186 swipes later.
left.
I don't know. I
left,
think
left.
the most fun that in that situation, me and Tyler could have like a swipe off and just see which one of us could burn through 181st.
But
I
well,
don't
the
know if
thing,
swipe off is the right thing to.
Well, it's
Yeah.
better. Well, I mean, it's not going
Swipe
to
off.
swipe off. Swipe. So we're getting lonely here.
Do I need to step out and turn these cameras
You wanna
off?
hear
No, I'll
something?
keep the cameras
Do you
rolling.
know what was really cool though? I was talking to him on the phone the other day, and his aunt was there.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
And
Oh.
we'll
call
call we'll call her later.
Okay.
But anyway, she wants to do call in and tell horrible stories on Tyler.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we're
Yes.
down, right?
100%.
But she heard my voice and was like, "Oh my God, I know him. He's from that podcast you're always on." It was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
yeah,
for listening.
so that's always good.
But yeah. So
Even though she thinks I have a mad fucking bromance man crush on Tyler.
Well, I mean,
It's
everybody
say,
knows it.
I don't think
'cause
that I've
I
ever
was.
hidden it.
So here's the thing about this quarantine. So I accidentally dropped my phone in the hot tub at my house a while back, and
You have
now
a hot tub in your house, and we haven't explored this.
you've been. Well, oh no, that's right.
You fucking asshole.
Yeah, no, we,
Isn't
well,
that
we talked
something to
about
talk
this.
about?
We did talk about this, but anyway. So dropped the phone in there,
Smoke a
and now
cigarette.
it's going crazy, and it just taps itself. And I accidentally called a girl from high school that I haven't talked to in 15 years, and we ended up on the phone for like 4 hours the other night.
That's cool.
But she also said something about the bromance on the podcast.
Anybody that has a problem with my bromance with Tyler Blanchard can fucking fight me over it.
I don't think I can play this on air, but have I ever told you one of my favorite TV shows is MASH?
Yeah,
Like, hands down.
several times.
If you're ever, like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and the $1 million question is a MASH question, call me. I got you. There is a MASH episode where they're talking about washing hands for the coronavirus. Not for the coronavirus, but they're using it as an ad now for washing your hands with the coronavirus. So my wife just sent it to me. That's pretty cool. I like MASH. I like MASH a lot.
I hate everybody saying stay safe.
Mm-hmm.
That irritates the shit out of me. What are we fucking doing?
Um,
Stay safe.
Yeah.
This is me reporting from my toilet because I'm famous and have a lot of money. I'm not worried about the economy. I got shitloads of money. Stay safe.
Well, I mean, everybody should just stay safe.
Yeah, generally, but
Yeah,
you don't.
in
But
general.
everybody's fucking saying it.
Mhm.
Tom Hanks got up there and he's like, "Yeah, I just want y'all to know, stay safe."
What would you rather hear?
Honestly, I'd like to hear some fucking honesty. This fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bored in my $1 million mansion. I've jacked off on every fucking porcelain statue I have. I'm irritated as shit. I want to see some fucking humanity, not the nice shit. I want to see people without makeup on, looking terrible.
Well, look, you got a camera right there. Tell them exactly what you want, and I'll put the beach behind you.
No, I'm just saying that it feels fake.
Mm-hmm.
All of it with the be safe and we care about you. You don't know me.
Have you seen the video of the
I care about you, but I know you. I
Yeah,
care
of
about you,
course.
but I know you. If you needed something, it's like the other day, I told you that we were having trouble getting groceries and shit, and you're like, "Hey, come and get some." Yeah,
freezer full?
yeah, but I
Go
mean that's
for it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's different. This hasn't changed, but people are being so fucking stupid. They're just ignorant. Fucking wearing these fucking masks that have holes on the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's airborne, you're fucked.
Full beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a guy at Albertsons the other day wearing one of those painter respirators
Yeah.
that they use whenever they're like spraying houses and shit. And I just looked at him and kind of shook my head and was like, damn, that's crazy.
The part that gets me is they're like, well, what if they make it mandatory? Constitutionally, you can't. No.
I don't know.
You want to know why? There's nothing in the Constitution that says I should have to protect myself from shit, including
You just have the
biological.
right to.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
choose to, but you don't. You can't force me and then fine me. Is the problem?
Yeah.
That's where I have the issue. You're not gonna fucking fine me because I don't want to put a fucking face mask on. You know, test me. You can test me and say, "Hey, do you have it?" And if I have it, I'll wear the fucking mask. If I don't have it, I'm not gonna. Well, I'm not breathing on people anyway. I don't know what kind of heavy mouth breather they think I am at fucking low.
They obviously haven't subscribed.
Yeah, I know, right? You'd never hear me loud breathe. Now, if I was sleeping, you'd hear me in the fucking house.
Oh, you're a snorer?
No, I think I quit breathing.
That's sleep apnea.
Yeah, that's it. But I don't. People are God. I hate them.
Yeah.
Like I want to be nice, but like this lady at fucking Walmart on airlines, she looked at me. She's like, "Why aren't you wearing a mask?" And I'm like, "Cause I like minding my fucking business. Why the fuck aren't you leave me alone?" Because they're looking at you like you're the problem. I didn't start the shit. By the way, Kim Jong-un, vegetative state. Your thoughts?
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
There you go.
Well, I was outside rewiring my.
How's
fucking
Dennis Rodman taking it?
Probably
Right?
hard. Probably
there's
real
my
hard.
question.
Well, if he's a
How's it?
vegetable now, maybe they can use him to feed his fucking people.
So what happens next? Who's in line next? Any idea? Does he have a son?
You
Are you
okay?
laughing at his
You
vegetable
okay?
joke? Yeah.
That's the funniest thing he's ever said.
Write it down.
He said, "Go feed your people." Love that. That was wonderful. There was one I got in trouble because it's on the same similar sense. But they did this video where they're like, they're just going through a fucking nursing home. Stay home from me, and I started laughing because it's like they woke this one guy up out of a fucking coma. Like he's
Gave him an adrenaline shot.
like he did this. He goes, "Stay home from me," and I'm like, nobody's visited you in 10 years.
Fucked up. It's true,
Right?
but it's fucked up.
You don't even
Yeah.
know what your kid's name is. Oh,
I had a customer.
I can
from
say
a-
that I had a grandma with Alzheimer's.
I had a customer from a completely different delivery service call me one day and say that they were trying to figure out where their food was. They thought they had ordered it from us, but they had not. And I ended up finding out where the food was at, and she had delivered food to like her grandmother or somebody, her great aunt. But the people at the nursing home didn't give a fuck enough about who the woman was that they didn't even know what her name was.
Mm-hmm.
So they just left the food sitting up there at the counter. I had to call up there and find out, hey, was there food sitting up there? Is it for so-and-so? Yeah, well, hey, that's the lady down in, 34B. I had to tell them where this woman was taking their food. That's how much they don't give a fuck about them people.
Yeah.
Well, when I was there, not when I was there, but when my grandma was there, she had Alzheimer's, and it really made her look terrible. And this lady referred to my grandmother. She worked there, and she referred to her as a fucking crypt keeper.
Well then.
And I lost my fucking shit. I was like, wait a minute. Do you know how much money we pay you to fucking let her be here? But I was
You
one
can
of
pay somebody a lot of money, but if your grandmother was being a bitch because she had Alzheimer's, like my grandmother was,
my
there
grandmother.
you can't pay somebody enough money to deal with that shit.
Not true. If you open a fucking housing unit and you offer to take care of her, fuck, you do it.
Yeah, no, you take care of her, but, people going to talk shit. I'm going to
My
tell you that
grandma
now.
wasn't a bitch. My grandmother wanted coffee. She didn't drink water.
Yeah, but
She's
maybe
like, "I
don't
want
say it to the
coffee."
family.
Well, I can respect everything that you're saying, but in the same breath, I've also dealt with a few people that had Alzheimer's, and they're fucking mean.
No, they are mean.
And they're mean as fuck.
I'm aware of that.
And it don't...
Yeah,
There's
but
only so much that you can deal with before you're like, hey, man, this fucking bitch.
yeah, but you can't do that at any other job without losing it.
You can.
No, you can't. If you're working retail and somebody's a fucking cunt just because they're a fucking cunt, you cannot tell them you're a fucking cunt and treat them like shit without losing your job.
Well, but what I'm saying is you can do it. You just got to deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
Just like anything else in life.
Just
Just like the old lady being a bitch to somebody.
I got-
And
well, I got pulled over the other day on my way to work. Where are you going? The fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
I haven't had a single person look at me twice.
No.
Not wearing a mask and driving around.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny, look at you. You look like Beaver Cleaver's dad, the 2020 version, a little heavy,
Little heavy.
a little happy.
A lot of heavy.
I was giving you a compliment.
Oh, did you say happy?
Yeah, you're happy. You're a jovial guy. You're full of good spirit.
Ho, ho, ho.
And then you
Just say it. Just call me a jolly fat man. It's okay.
got the
You know,
beard
Music
going
Mountain
on.
Water, whenever somebody would call the office and they had talked to me and they needed to talk to me again, the office wouldn't give my phone number out unless you were like, no, I need the bearded fat guy's phone number. Oh, okay. Well, we know you talked to Johnny. Because that's what I used to tell them. Hey, if you ever lose my number, just call in and say, I talked to the bearded fat guy. That's the signal. And they know from then, bearded fat guy. And they'll give you my cell phone number.
I just think everybody. It's I guess it's just because I can see. I look at things different in the sense of I'm looking at people and the way they are. Their body language is weird. You know, the other day I was in line, and it's coming into the stores and seeing like the fucking 6-foot stickers all over the floors.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's the thing: they're not gonna pull that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new thing.
Yeah.
That's forever now.
Okay?
And I mean, granted, it's good that somebody's not like up your ass, but it's this whole mandatory stay in line, stay to do this. I don't like that because it's the opposite of everything we, you know, land of the free, home of the brave, do whatever you want to, take a shit and fucking, you know, whatever
That's the only thing
religious
I'm
pot
really
you want
worried
to.
about is, you know, I understand why they're doing this. You know, I get it. And but I'm worried about, like, once it's over, are they going to relinquish that back to us? Or are they going to be like, well,
Now you don't have it.
yeah.
What? You have to stay 6 feet apart
Well,
from
it's
each other?
that or
Like-
just
Well,
any,
no, I mean,
any of
every
the
little
restrictions that they've placed on us now, are they going to, is that going to go away? Or are they going to be like, no, we're going to hold on to that?
Well, but and because I guess, and maybe it's because I'm blind, maybe it's because I'm stupid, maybe it's because it hasn't directly affected me. What restrictions are we even talking about?
Okay, so for instance, the last month the casinos and the bars have been closed.
All right.
People are, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but there's no, when I say entertainment,
Right.
you know, comedy clubs require you to be in a comedy club
Correct.
to do comedy.
Correct.
That's how it works. What I'm saying is if we go a month and everything seems to be getting better, are the people going to go, this sucks? Or are they going to go, man, this is really great. Alcoholism's gone down. This has gone down. Depression's gone down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things. And there's a lot of positives. Are they going to start limiting how many days bars are open? Is Louisiana going to go ahead and say, look, maybe we don't need to do 6 a.m. and all this other bullshit? New Orleans. No public drinking. You know what I'm saying? Are they going to, how far are we going to go back? And I'm okay if we go to like a simpler time, kind of, so to speak, as far as, but I'm just saying, like, with the, I think it will ultimately, personal decision, it's going to change how people view what they do for entertainment. I really do but the thing is, I mean, are you going to, because you can't do comedy that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, no, you can't really sit people 6 feet apart.
No. I mean, but what I'm saying is, is it gonna affect, because, like, you know, the casinos aren't hurting. They've made more money than fucking anybody. But that's what I'm saying is, once they open back up, once everything gets back to where it's going, first off, where do we go whenever the second wave hits? Because it's gonna happen. The minute you open the fucking doors,
Right.
people are gonna fucking do it.
And then next fall, next winter, when they
Yeah.
say it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, is this if between you and me, and I'm not, I love our country and everything, but if this is how life has to be lived, fucking sucks.
Well, so is this a conspiracy to take all of those things away from
I'm
us?
wondering, well, that's the thing, that's what he's saying, is how much of our liberties,
Right.
like our personal liberties, are we willing to sacrifice because we're scared of
And
something?
is it going to be a permanent thing rather than, because whenever something like this happens and they say, okay, we're going to restrict you temporarily, a lot of times it turns into permanent.
Right, because they see, I can get away with this. All right, you give an inch, let me try to see
You
if I
give
can
a
take
mouse a cookie, he's going to want some milk.
2 or 3 inches. Yeah.
And
Speaking of mouses, have y'all seen that fucking video that Rogan's been showing about the mouse setting off the rat trap with a stick?
No, I haven't.
Motherfucker fucking just like picks up a stick and sets this rat trap
They're
off.
learning
and
to use tools.
then eats the cheese off of it and runs the fuck off. It's like, thanks. Well, they apparently make the young ones go eat the poison and eat something first, and then the older ones will make the younger ones eat something first, see if they die.
Wow. Okay.
And then they'll be like, all right, yeah, we can eat that shit. Nah, stay away from it, boys. Philip passed. So, but yeah, no, I mean, I don't know what any of this is. I don't know.
There's certain things that worry me about it in a big way because I don't like this at all. I don't like and yes, I may not have been the same kind of social butterfly, but I was very rarely at my house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a homebody. I go visit people. But the fact that my grandmother, who's 80 years old, is fucking terrified to hug her own grandchildren. And the problem that I have is, realistically, it takes the same amount of faith to be afraid of something you can't see that it does to believe in something you can't see. And it's a fear mentality that I don't care for.
Do you know anybody that's caught it?
I have a few friends that have been tested. They're quarantined right now. I know several.
I'm pretty sure I actually had it.
I think I did.
Well, I had a 2-week spell where I would wake up and I was running fever in the middle of the night. I didn't feel like god awful, but I don't run fever. I don't ever run fever.
Let's see, like last time I was home, when I got off the rig, we get off down in Houma, and it's a 30-minute drive to New Orleans. So I went to New Orleans, spent the day there, and this was like right before they shut everything down. So that was like right in the hot spot. And get back about 3 days later, I'm down for the count for about 3 days. And so I'm thinking that's probably what it was.
Well,
but at the time, not that it wasn't known, but it wasn't quite as,
right.
You know, and so I just figured I was sick. You know, I got over it. Didn't get anybody else sick, thankfully. But
well, my grandmother went to the hospital. She was hospitalized, and she went, and they tested her for pneumonia. They tested her for the flu. They tested her for all kinds of shit. And she was just in there with what they assumed was irritated bronchitis. Mom, the same thing. Several people I know, but like, you know, I don't know. It's just the things that I do like about it. Let's on a positive note. One, the yards look better than they ever have.
Thank you, Todd.
They were doing really great. I like the fact that stores are not opened all the fucking time.
Mm.
I like the fact that you have a it's back to like when I was a kid. You knew this is when the fucking store closed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I do like that because I mean the worst thing in the world you can do for me is go, I'm bored. Let's go to fucking Walmart at midnight. You want to turn that off?
That's what
He
I'm
said
doing.
you want to turn that off.
I mean, because they're hitting us both at the same time.
What is
It's
that?
the same group.
It's Facebook.
Whenever we're done with this,
I'm in it too.
Yeah, when
mine's just turned off. I turned mine off a minute ago when it rang.
whenever this is over with, we're going to get on a little writing thing.
Okay.
It's all the comics are in on it, and it's where we're basically going to try to do a Zoom meeting. Who the fuck is that?
Looks like Megan.
Was she a regular part of the podcast now?
She's a friend of mine. She
Just comes over and just starts bogarting on the podcast.
Yeah, we can kill it. You want to? We're
Yeah.
at 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, now you just want to kill it. You just want to
Wow.
get it
I
over
just
with.
told
We're
you.
at 45 minutes already.
Yeah,
Wow.
all I said
I
was
feel like
if
we've
you
talked
want
about
to.
one thing.
What? Glenn being upset?
Yeah. Well, it's a beautiful thing about it being my podcast,
Right.
Tyler.
Well, I'm just saying. Usually we touch on like 3 or 4 different subjects.
Don't worry, I'll mute his microphone next time.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Well, no, I just think that we really
It'll
need
just be
to be the positives
man
of it.
Yeah.
I think
Well, you know, I do another podcast called Two Guys, Two Hoots.
uh-huh.
It's me and a buddy of mine, and you just put 2 and 2 together, and you can figure out what it is. But no video. It's just a picture of 2 owls hanging out, and me and him talk, laugh, giggle,
Mm-hmm.
cough, giggle, laugh, cough. Megan Lee, how are you? So, but
Well, I feel like we just needed to talk about. The
so
fact
what?
that it's-
All right. So what am I smoking for next week? Because we'll record tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So that means next week I'll have to smoke something. What am I smoking?
Let's see.
Who all's coming over?
I don't know. I'll get some
then
people.
that's what you
You'll
wanted
be
to
around?
do. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he'll be
I'm
here.
here for the next 4 weeks.
All right.
3.5 weeks.
3.5 weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to figure out who your guest is going to be so you can guess what they want.
You know
maybe,
what I want
maybe
you
I'll
to-
have you like get
You know what-
Scooby want to come around?
Yeah, I'll get him.
But so maybe we'll have him and Scooby, and I'll smoke something.
I want jalapeno poppers
Mm.
because you say that bacon's so fire.
Yeah. I don't know how bacon is when it's wrapped around something. I know how bacon is when I cook it on the
Just-
smoker.
I
I
want.
was gonna say we should call my aunt, but she's probably in bed by now.
Yeah, that's probably it. We're gonna do it. I mean, you have
Yeah, we'll do it next time.
I told you.
I need to give her a little heads up.
Yeah, because she's a sweet lady though.
It's gonna be fun
A
telling
little
horror stories about you.
Well, you know. But no, God, I'm excited about this. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I'm more pumped than I'm more pumped than I was. I cut my finger on a can today. That was
Well, let's figure out what we're gonna smoke for next week for him, and think we can get Scooby.
Yeah, I'll message him.
You
I
don't
know.
think he's all worried about the quarantine?
I don't think so. I think that if you're a comic, you're not worried about anything. Do you know what
It's
most
just, it's just
like?
something
So
else to
you're a
make fun of.
married comic, and when I was single and doing comedy, fuck. Do you know the places we've done fucking shoots and all kinds of shit? They're just dirty places
Yeah.
full of dirty fucking people. I mean, like, oh no, it's. I
Yeah.
mean, like, and this motherfucker's like, Bubba Love Sponge over here.
Yeah,
Bubba
not so much,
Love Sponge.
not so much the comedy thing, but I've been
Sounds
hanging out in
disgusting.
downtown Shreveport for 14 years.
Me and Tyler, we're moving to California, guys. We're just getting that out there.
Mhm.
He doesn't know it yet, but it's happening.
What's that?
We're moving to California.
Mm.
Not together.
So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly.
I'm seriously here. You're gonna think it's funny with all this shit going down. Somebody was like, "Glenn, are you really thinking about leaving?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they said, "Why?" And I'm like, "Because if an apocalypse happens, I would wait forever for it to happen around here. Like it'd take me forever to die. If you're in L.A. with that fucking population, it's like maybe 4 hours tops before you're eating. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like so much. Pull the Band-Aid off. That being said, I think we're done with the video. Is that what we're doing?
Sure.
Well, you're the boss.
You're the boss.